today I'm making highly requested, most anticipated collard greens. This is, I'm going to be honest, this is my quick and easy version of my collard green recipe. There are two, second one will come later. That's the one I do for holiday time, so you can just imagine all the good things that are going inside that one. This one is equally as good, so delicious, but it's a hot summer day. Ooh, child.
Sorry. That may be good. Okay, start over. But that might be a good thing or whatever like that. That might be a good thing. I'll start over.
Hi guys, and welcome back to What Adrianne Thinks. It's me, Adrianne. We're on the road to 100 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who took a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Find me at all social media at What Adrianne Thinks. Today, I'm going to show you this quick and easy recipe for collard greens. You'll want to make it for your family, so tender and delicious. Here's the recipe.
Okay guys, so to begin with, you're going to need what else? Collard greens. So I'm going to show you first. These have already been rinsed, cleaned, soaked in cold water repeatedly. You want to rinse them off. You don't want to have any grit left on your collard greens. No grit. So to start, I don't leave any of the stem, the stalk in the collard greens. So you see all that rib right there? All that's going to be going out of here. Okay, so you want it to end up looking like this. And how we do that, so we start by removing that middle, like that. Don't worry if you rip it. Just lay them on top of each other. I'm going to show you one more time. So I'm a lefty, so I got to switch up. So you want to pinch the sides, rip off, and lay it flat. So again, these have already been rinsed and cleaned. So listen, my mother was very particular. You'll hear me reference my mother a lot. She was an excellent cook, and a lot of things I do are because she did them and I follow suit. I mean, if it was already good, what else do I have to do? So you're going to start by rolling. I'm going to go a little slow just so you can see. Tight roll, tight roll, tight roll. We get almost to the end, tuck, and roll. Now, you want to start making skinny ribbons. Skinny, skinny, skinny. How skinny. Skinny ribbons. Okay? So I'm going to speed through this while I finish chopping. And remember, not thick, not torn, skinny ribbons. These are nice and clean. And then we're going to get through what else we put in as we go on. Hey guys, at my local produce junction, I bought 3 bags of collard greens, and each bag had 2 bunches in each. So I used all 6 bunches to make this particular recipe. Alright guys, so all our greens are nice and cut into these beautiful ribbons, and I'm ready to start. So I have my peppers. These are just some sweet mini bell peppers, sweet peppers, and a white Vidalia onion. And I also have about 2 or 3 garlic cloves in there. These in my pan. They're going to get sauteed with some rendered bacon fat. Everybody should have some. Or is that just my kitchen? So, okay, so I'm adding my bacon fat. Nice and hot. I'm going to give about 2 spoonfuls of that. Seems like a lot, but I got a lot of greens. Okay. To that, the onions and peppers. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Okay. Now, onions and peppers, some people use them, some people don't. I like a little onion and pepper in my little color. Sometimes I will even add other vegetables, carrot or whatever, but just depends on how I feel. Today, quick and easy, some pepper and onion and a little garlic. You don't want to let these go too far because you don't want your garlic to burn. Burnt garlic, not our friend. Burnt garlic means bitter. Okay, as soon as these saute a little bit, I'm going to add our greens. Okay, so now it's time to add the collard greens. Hey guys, I wouldn't use butter as a replacement for fat in this recipe. It will burn too quickly, so use something with a high burning point. A little bit of leftover water, I'm putting that in too. Alright, so I'm just adding the greens. So we're going to add these as they start to cook down. We'll add some more, a little bit at a time. Don't think you have to rush and get all your greens in at one time. Okay guys, I'm going to start seasoning. This is dehydrated soup greens. These are awesome. It's onion, it's pepper, it's carrot. These are really good. I love pepper seed. So these are just crushed red pepper. And I'm just going to give a little sprinkle, not too spicy. My husband doesn't like too much spice. We do. Some ground ginger. Again, just a little bit of shake. Okay guys, I'm going to be using a little Italian seasoning. Not much of this. This is really strong. And if I had to guess, I would say this is about a half a teaspoon Italian seasoning. One of my favorites, onion powder. I love onion powder. And I would say that's a generous teaspoon and a half. And now some peppercorns, some ground peppercorn. I'm going to grind it right in. And this is really according to taste. And remember, we can always go back and depending on how it tastes. I'm going to use a little sea salt. And I'm going to be using a little chicken bouillon, so I'm not going to add too much of that just yet. Remember, when you're salting, you can always add too, but it's really hard to take from. So this is just some granulated chicken bouillon from Knorr. Really good. So that's about teaspoon, teaspoon and a half. Maybe I may add a little more. So maybe 2 teaspoons. I'm going to add some is it Paul Prudhomme? Yeah. Chef Paul Prudhomme's his magic salt-free seasoning. This has a little kick to it, so just be careful. Remember, I did add some crushed red pepper to this. So just a little of that. But it's so good, so flavorful. Okay? Remember, you should be smelling. When it starts to smell like greens, you know you got what you want. This is just Mrs. Dash table blend. Just a little bit of that. All salt-free, salt-free. This is Lawry's salt-free seasoning blend. Again, this has onion and all types of goodies in it, so really good. One of my faves to use. You can see as they're salt-free, I'm kind of generous with those, but you want to be careful of your flavor profile. Don't go too overboard. And this is Adobo. Really good. Just a little bit of that. Okay. Now I have onion in here. I use onion powder, but I love to use minced onion. So a little bit of that in there. And now I'm ready to stir that in. Those look good already, right? So now I'm ready to add my other greens, remaining of our greens. If I did that and my Aunt Shug was still here, she would get me for beating her pots. She would always say, that gal always beating my pots. That's just for you, Aunt Shug. All right, so these are ready to get covered and they're going to simmer down, and we're going to recheck for seasoning a little later. I'm going to add a little bit of sugar. If I need to add anything else, I will let you know. That's the start of these easy greens. And you see I didn't add any extra water. We're going to see if we need them, we're going to add a little bit of water.
So this is Dennis. Y'all may think that she's the one that does the greens. It's actually me. Actually me turning these greens around. Oops, sorry, I should.
Okay, guys, these are looking great. Look at that. I think I'm going to show you the bottom of our liquid. And I may add another ½ cup. Off camera, I did add about 2 cups. Remember when we started, we had some water in the bottom of the bowl from when we cleaned the greens. I just put that in there. So I didn't add anything initially. So I did go back and add about 2 cups of water. And so look at that. Okay, so now I'm just going to, greens are bitter. So I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of sugar. Don't get alarmed. And then a little vinegar. Now if you have white vinegar, that's fine. I'm going to use a little apple cider vinegar today. And I'm going to use about 3 capfuls. Okay. And we're going to give that a nice stir. All right. We'll come back to check and see where we are. Sorry, Aunt Shug. Okay, I'm adding the remainder of my bacon drippings. Did add that extra cup of water. So as you can see, these are looking good. Quick and easy greens. Guarantee your family will love them. Okay guys, so here it is. This is my version of my quick and easy version of collard greens. Listen, I got my taste tester here, Dylan. He's going to give a taste.
All right, here we go, y'all. Dollar bills, y'all. Let me just get like a little bit. Just how I remember them.
Always good, Boo.
Yep, always good. Really good.
Super good, super easy. Make sure you give these greens a try. They're so delicious. They're so good and very tender. Okay, guys, and thanks for joining me on this episode of What Adrianne Thinks. Easy peasy collard greens. Doesn't get any easier than that. Tune in next time when we tackle that infamous dump cake on What Adrianne Thinks. Head on back.
Hey guys, join me next time on What Adrianne Thinks. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.